Good day. Welcome to the Organization Management First Topic Discussion. When we say management, this is getting work done through others. When it comes to efficiency, management is getting work done with the minimum of effort, waste, or expense. Effectiveness, management is accomplishing tasks that help fulfill organizational objectives. According to Henry Fayol, the success of an enterprise generally depends much on administrative ability of its leaders than on their technical ability. There are different functions. First is planning. Okay? When we say planning, this is the determinants of organizational goals and means for achieving them. So you are going to recognize what are the goals of the company, and you will think of ways on how to achieve these goals. Also, in terms of outcomes, companies usually have larger profits and faster growth when they plan. When we say organizing, this is deciding where decisions will be made, who will do that, or who will do what jobs and tasks, and who will work for whom. Okay? So you will organize everything as a manager. You will organize what you have planned. The third function of management is leading. When we say leading, this is a way of inspiring and motivating workers to work hard to achieve organizational goals. And last is controlling. When we say controlling, this is monitoring progress toward goal, achieving, taking corrective action when needed. So again, there are four major functions of management. We have planning, organizing, we have leading, and we have controlling. Okay, what the four kinds of managers do? We have different kinds of manager. We have the top managers, we have the middle managers, we have the first line managers, team leaders. Okay, so the top manager jobs are CEO, COO, the CFO, the CIO, the vice president, and the corporate heads. They are responsible for change, commitment, and environment. The middle managers are the general manager, the plant manager, the regional manager, and the divisional manager. They are responsible for the resources, objectives, coordination, subunit performance, strategy implementation. The first line managers are the office manager, the shift manager, and the department manager. So the responsibilities that they are doing are non-managerial worker supervision, teaching and training, scheduling, and facilitation. For the team leaders, they are the team leader, the team contact, and the group facilitator. They do facilitation, external relationships, and internal relationships. So these are the of manager and their responsibilities. Again, for the top managers, they are the executives that are responsible for the overall direction of the organization. Responsible for creating context for change, employee buy-in, positive organizational culture via language and action. The middle managers are responsible for objective consistent with top management goals. They also plan and implement subunit strategies for achieving the objectives. They coordinate and linking groups also monitor and manage subunits, and they implement strategies developed by top managers. Okay? So again, they are the plant manager, regional manager, or the division manager. For the first line managers, they are responsible for managing performance of entry-level employees, train, teach, encourage, reward, and they also do scheduling. Again, they are the office manager, the shift supervisor, and the department manager. The team leaders are responsible for facilitating activities toward goal accomplishment. They help team members plan and schedule work, learn problem-solving methods, work effectively with others, and they also foster internal and external relationships. They are the team leader, the team contact, and the group facilitator. According to Ms. Bergs, the different managerial roles are as follows: the interpersonal, the informational, and the decisional. For the interpersonal, managers play as a figurehead, a leader, and a liaison. For the informational, managers play as a monitor, disseminator, or spokesperson. For the decisional, manager plays entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator. So according to Mitzberg, the interpersonal roles of a manager, this is people intensive, for the two-thirds to four-fifths of their time are consuming this. The three major roles are figurehead, which is responsible for public viewing and ceremonial duties. And for the leader, they motivate and encourage to accomplish organizational objectives. And for liaison, they work with outside individuals. So they meet different people, including employees and customers, suppliers as well. For the information roles, this obtain and share information 40% time. The three roles are monitor or scanning of environment, disseminator or sharing information inside company, and spokesperson or share information outside the company. For decisional roles, there are four major roles: entrepreneur that adapts to change, disturbance handler, the problems that need immediate attention, resource allocator, sourcing of materials, and negotiator, schedules, resources, projects, and races, and a lot more. There are 7 dead lies that or things great bosses should avoid. A manager is responsible not only for providing direction and guidance to employees, but also for making sure to create a work environment that allows them to be the best. Author and columnist Jade Hagen identifies 7 things that managers often do that create an uncomfortable and unproductive work atmosphere. These are the following. Number 1 is pressuring employees to attend social events. When your employees are with people from work, even at some party, might just end up feeling like. Number 2, pressuring employees to give to charity. Number 3, not giving employees time to eat during mealtime hours. Number 4, asking employees to do self-evaluation. Number 5, asking employees to evaluate their co-workers. Number 6, asking employees to do something they want to do. And number 7, asking employees to reveal personal information in the spirit of team building. In the figurehead role, managers perform ceremonial duties such as greeting company visitors, speaking at the opening of new facility, or representing the company at the community luncheon to support local charities. Okay. Okay. So again, these are the 7 dead lies that a great bosses or that a great boss should avoid. Here there are different management skills. First is the technical skills. This is specialized procedures, techniques, and knowledge required to get the job done. This is very essential for team leaders and low-level managers. Human skills is the ability to work well with others. This is also essential at all levels of management. Conceptual skills is the ability to see the organization, understand how the different parts affect each other, organize how the company fits into or is affected by its environment, and this is also essential for top managers. And then motivation to manage. This is assessment of how enthusiastic employees are about managing the work of others. Okay. So for the team leaders, the code is this blue color, or the legend is this blue color. And for the first line managers, the legend is, and the middle managers, red. And then for the top managers is green color. Okay. So we are measuring the following skills in terms of importance. So low importance and high importance. So for technical skills, team leaders, high importance. Okay. First line, okay, and this line. Okay. For the technical skills, the team leader should have it the highest. Okay. For the human skills, all of the managers should have this. This is very high in terms of importance. Then for the conceptual skills, is the highest. And the team leaders and the first line managers are almost the same, in the middle of low and high. And then for the concept middle managers, they follow the top managers for the high importance. And then for the motivation to manage, the highest managers that should have give highest importance to the motivation to manage is the top managers, by the middle managers, followed by the first line managers, and followed by the team. Okay. So this is a representation of the skills that a manager or the different types of managers should possess, and of on how important the skills are. These are the following mistakes managers make. Insensitive to others. We are abusive, intimidating, and bullying style. Number 2 is cold and aloof or arrogant. Number 3 is fast. 4, overly ambitious, thinking of next job, doing politics. Number 5, specific performance problems with the business. Number 6, over managing, unable to delegate or build a team. Number 7 is unable to staff effectively. Number 8, unable to think strategically. Number 9, unable to boss with different style. And number 10, over-dependent on attitude or mentor. So these are the different mistakes managers make. According to Hill, there are different stages in the transition to management. For the first part, January to March, managers' initial expectations are be the boss, formal authority, manage tasks, and job is not managing people. After 6 months as a manager is initial expectations were wrong. Fast pace, heavy workload, and job is to be problem solver and report subordinate. After a year as a manager is no longer a doer. Communication, listening, and positive reinforcement is are the primary tasks or the tasks that they do. Learning to adapt, control, and control stress, and job is people development. This is the stages according to Hill. transition to management. Okay. Competitive advantage through people. This helps develop workforces that are smarter, better trained, more creative, and more committed than those of the competitors. Produces substantial advantages in sales revenues, profits, stock market returns, and customer satisfaction. Employment security is the ultimate form of commitment company can make to employees. Employees can innovate and increase the profitability of an organization without the fear of losing their job. So this is connected to regularization versus specialization. Selective hiring. Companies need to hire the best talent due to the presence of employment security. And self-managed teams produce high productivity through increased employee commitment and creativity. So these are the competitive advantage through people. An organization is managed properly. Competitive advantage through people, again, another is decentralization, allows employees closest to problems, production and clients to make timely decisions, high wages contingent, okay? So an organic performances, higher remuneration helps an organization attract talented employees and retain existing employees. High wages indicate the organization values its employees, and employees who share in financial success more likely to see long-run view of organization. So the ultimate objective of an employee is to have or to have successful life. And in order to have successful life, you need to have a competitive salary, a salary that can give their wants aside from their needs. So one of the advantages of a company when it comes to management of people or to people is when they give a a compensation or salary that are attractive to people or to the employees. Employees will go to their companies and apply and retain, and they will stay in the company for the long run. Okay. Another competitive advantage to people is training. Companies need to invest resources in the training employees to ensure skill development. So this is very important. Training of employees. Reduction of status differences leads to employees concentrating on work-related issues rather than biases and prejudices of the management. Okay? So the comparison between employees and employees' lifestyle is prohibited, should not be done inside a company. So this leads to employees concentrating on work-related issues. No? So in order for them to concentrate on work-related issues, the atmosphere inside the office should not be like or like comparing others' wealth to others' wealth. Okay? So this should be prohibited inside an office. That's one way of uh, making employees to give more time to work-related issues than to personal ones. Sharing information helps employees participate in the decision-making process. No? Employees that have their opinions and suggestions, that those suggestions may not come into your mind. And sometimes they can give also additional information for the betterment of the company. Okay? We discuss the functions of management, which are planning, organization, controlling, and leading. Kinds of managers, we have top, middle, first line, and team leaders. The roles they played, managers include interpersonal, informational, and decisional. The technical, human, and conceptual skills are essential for managers. Okay? And these leaders. Okay. I just want to go back to some of the slides. Okay, here. So again, I would like to emphasize the four functions of management. We have planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So again, in planning, this is on how you determine your goals and objectives and a means of achieving them. Organizing is deciding where this will be, who will do what jobs and tasks, and who will work for whom. Okay, so this is organization of all, or organizing all the plans that you have. And leading, this is very important because this is how you will inspire and motivate workers. No? They will look up into you. They will make you as a role model. They will be inspired at you because you have this uh, function of management which is leading or the leadership skills. So this is very important in a management or in the management of a company in a company because the way the leaders behave represent the whole group. Okay? So this is very important. Controlling, this is monitoring progress toward goal achievement and taking corrective actions when needed. No? So all of the policies, all of the things that you plan, you organize, and you're able to lead should be controlled. No? For you to be able to have a limit to it is whatever that you do, whatever plans you need, whatever policies you push through, or whatever activities or programs that your company has. Okay? So again, these are the four functions of management. That's it for our first topic discussion. Hope you learned something from chapter 1 of organizational management. Thank you very much.